Hello, context traders. Today is May 19, 2025. I would like to go over with you trades today on the QQQ or on the NQ for those of you who are futures traders. This was a beautiful opening situation that we had today. We started in a position 3 situation. Okay. This is not the most aggressive position 3, but it would still be what I would consider a position 3. We are gapping from 521.50 all the way down to 514, 514.29. So this is a very good gap. Now, this is not a hard science. You have to use some of your own discretion, but I would consider position 1 somewhere up in this general area. I would consider position 2 be somewhere around here, and then position 3 would be down here and further. Okay. So just think about spacing out your screen on normal range. Remember, a normal move on QQQ would be 75 cents to $1. We are going significantly beyond that. So this for me is position 3. And we are gapping. This is my 15-minute chart here on the left. We're gapping below some of these previous range situations, right? We chopped in here. We're gapping below this. Okay. So some are thinking, oh, it's going to go through the floor. Everything's going to go up in flames. I'm thinking, man, if I got in here and I held this over the weekend, I'm waking up really happy, right? Let's go shopping. Let's go buy a boat, right? Let's go have some fun. Take the day off. Let's close out this trade. So I'm assuming, my bias is that we've swept through a bunch of profit has made for these short sellers, a bunch of people who are in longs got their stops hit, like they're out. This is going to fuel a bit of a buying situation, in my opinion. So I do like to start with the overnights whenever we have this big of a gap. So let's go to the 24-hour. Let's drop this back down to 5 minutes. And what do we have going on? The overnights. All right. So this looks to me like we're building a little bit of steam to the upside. This could absolutely just be a flag break and keep ripping down. But I'm thinking we're going to try to make a move up into some of that gap, at least initially. Okay. Okay, so let's drop this back. Let's go to regular session. Now, full disclosure, I did not catch this right at the open. I do know a couple of traders in our community did. Um, and very happy for those who grabbed this one. I hesitated just a moment. I was getting my charts set up. I was still sipping my coffee, and the dang thing opened, and I wasn't paying attention. I glanced over and I was hoping to see this pushing down and then forming a wick back up. And it really only dropped a few pennies and took off. And by the time I paid attention, it was already up in this 514, 65, 75 area. And I just had to let it go. Because unlike different positions where we can jump into a bar and power, the first 2 minutes of the market are prone to be very choppy and sometimes could produce a 180 bar. So if you don't catch this in the first 5-10 seconds, you don't want to chase this one. You don't want to chase this bar up in power. It's better. I know it seems maybe counterintuitive. It's better to watch this bar finish strong and hold or then take out the high and keep going, then chase this one if you don't catch it at the open, because this bar could easily come up 180, snap right back down, and then you're underwater and you're wondering if I should be holding and starting to get nervous, right? Because this easily could come up, come back down. It could wick right here, start pushing up again. So I had to let that one go initially. So I waited 1, 2, 3 minutes. We're holding in this area. I put in my first position was right here on this candle. And then I was able to get one more add in right here. So I was able to get to my full position. I averaged my Dollar cost averaging was right in here, a little above 515. So I caught this one as it was dropping in. And I caught this bar as it was powering through the previous 1 minute range. All right, so we had the opening 1 minute range. We got to the top of it. They're pushing through. I grabbed this bar. So we get in here. We take this up. We have a nice C retrace, snaps in up above this 10. Really nice initial leg out. So we're sitting here at 517 and a quarter, and it starts to pull back. I took 50% of my position off right here initially. Okay, remember, opening plays, I like to be conservative. I like to be quick and aggressive, and I'd rather err on the side of taking profit than letting this thing come all the way back into the opening range. So I took 50% off here. I think my average cost is right around 515 and a quarter, 515.15. I'm right in this area. So I'm up here. I'm over $2. Take half off, bank a dollar. I'm good. I set the rest of it. I just went ahead and went with my break even here. I wasn't planning on letting it come clear back to break even, but I just set a break even stop in here just so I have one locked in. And then let's see what happens. So we have a nice wick right here. This 943 Eastern candle comes back, closes right above that 10, pushes into the 21. Really nice, strong close and push to make a new high. We pull back right here as we are pulling back into this area and holding, and it starts to rise again. This is the opening 15-minute range. I really like the opening range plays. So we have 5, 10, 15 minutes. We're right here. 15-minute range. I love these retests of the range. A lot of times when we have these initial moves, it'll fail at either the 5 or the 15-minute range, maybe try to work its way back down to the middle of the range or even to the bottom of the range. This one breaks out, it sits on top of it. So I took and I added that 50% I took off back in on this 948 Eastern candle and took this one up. I got all out right there. I took this as a 1, 2, 3. I am out. Okay. Close, trade done. I see this start drifting over towards the moving averages. We're waiting to see, are we going to get a pop into them and then a fail? Or are we going to continue to get buying support? So we start moving in. I see moving averages. When you see this, you know there was an aggressive move, right? This elbow look to the 21, snap, right? We usually can't trust the moving averages when we have that big of a gap initially. The 10 catches up quicker, so we can look at that one. And we see that our 10 on the 1 and our 10 on the 2 are doing a nice job of supporting the price action. Okay. So I got in back into this trade. I was in first position. I got in here, got in a little early, but I saw this bar tried to drop and push straight back in. Got in on open here at 517.90 area. I held through here, bouncing, we're bouncing. As this bar starts to take out 50% of the previous 1 minute candle, right here, I added in a second lot. So I'm in here at 518.12 as this is crossing up and pushing past that 10. I'm looking to go through this high. If we fail here, chop around or get just a tiny bit of follow through and it dives back through, I will close this trade. So I'm good and green here for the day already. I'm in hyper conservative protect mode. Right? I'm going to take the trades that I see, but I'm going to be very careful with how I manage them. I don't want to give a bunch of profit back, getting lazy here. So we push right through, we clear the 50. That's often a good sign. If we push through, clear the 50 and rest. So no reason to get nervous here. We're just looking at structure. We broke up, we pulled back, we broke structure again. We're supporting above the structure. So we hold this position. We get another surge straight into this 200 on the 1 minute chart. We pull back, we push up, hit it again, and I'm done. Okay, trade over when we got 1 minute in, 2, 3 minutes falling, fourth minute pushes up, fails to go higher, I'm out. Now it did pull back and break through. That's fine. If you held through that, you got an extra 40 or 50 cents. Congratulations if you did, but I'm perfectly happy taking my trade off right here. Now, we do have a rising 21. We do have a flat overhead 200. So it is quite possible that this could squeeze and pop through. But because it failed here, I was anticipating it might come back to the 21 here. I also was looking at this potentially would be a squeeze, and it didn't pop back through. So I was done. I did stick around. I watched this pop up, pull back. I was looking to see if we might get another entry right in this area and see if we could get a pop through and continue. But this was a nice sweeping leg out. It probably needed a reset. And I decided to call it quits there for my morning trading session. I came back later. I saw it pretty much was range bound for a good portion of the mid morning to early afternoon. Nothing too compelling until a little bit later on. I did not take this. I was not back to my trade station just yet, but I did like this, so I wanted to point it out. So we see this rising 21 coming through. Price just keeps getting, this is the squeeze play right here. When we see this squeezing through the 200, I really like an entry in this area. Yeah, 2, 4, 6 minutes there. Nice pop. Could have taken profit on that quick move, right? 520 up to 521. There's a quick dollar if you want to take that move. Or if you wait and you see that structure is holding, anything in this area is nice. Right? So you got pull down, got a rocket bar, could have got in there, could have got in there, could have got in even there. Okay. So let me show you these. Rocket bar, next bar goes a little higher. Let me take this box off. Okay. So rocket bar could have gone a little higher, could have got in there. If you don't like that one, this is a beautiful clearing bar here. This 2 minute clearing bar takes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12 minutes. It just erases and boom, one snap. Get in there, hold through that. If you don't like that, there's another clearing bar. Another nice big bar right here. Pick that one up. Beautiful. Expanding out of the narrow state. So there's 3 possible entries there. This is your aggressive early entry. This is probably your normal entry. This is your latest point of entry here. Wouldn't want to go any higher than this because then you have to set your risk down lower. If you're taking this bar, you're setting your risk below these 2 minute candles right here. These 4 minutes, my risk is going there because it could drop in there, but it could drop all the way down to here as well. Okay, so aggressive, good entry, more conservative, got to be tight with your stop. But once it clears through, bang, that's nice. I did get back to my trading uh, station here in the later portion of the day, and I had marked out some areas that I thought were interesting. And I did take these trades right here. So I got in off of this 200, popping up, pulled back, realized I probably got in a little early. I was looking for this to maybe rush right back into the 21. It failed, but we held here. We got a nice strong bar out. I added on to my position there as well. Again, full disclosure, I'm green for the day. I'm trading lighter positions at this point. I some people like to scale up off of wins. I like to scale down. I'm protecting green. I might give it a little bit more room to breathe, but with a smaller position size. But I'm in here and I'm in here. This clears, pulls back, I did shoot a live trade video of this one. I'm going to try to cut down because it was super long. This took a while. I took a couple of trades in here, and I'll see if I can get that posted for our community a little bit later today or tomorrow. But so I took this one here. We have a nice pop here, comes up, down, boom. And this one right here was a perfect measured move where we have the second leg is very, very close to the first leg. So if we take that there to there, we almost got 100%. Leg out, pull back, leg out, very, very close. So very nice, predictable move here. Looking to see if we might get some continuation. So I was thinking we would get either a push through, pull back and go, or we would get a dive back here. I was looking at this 200 again. After this failed to go higher, my expectation was we needed to sweep these equal intra-day lows. So I'm expecting we'll probably get a bounce right in this zone here. And we did get this bounce, then price drops, falls through this low, it sweeps this low liquidity, which gives us the H to go back up. So we get in here. You could take this one in anticipation, but anything in this area here gives us this nice final push into the upper zone or the upper range for that part of the day. So some really nice trades here in the afternoon. A little bit rangy, but easy. 520, 50, 21.50. There's a dollar. Here's a dollar. And then from here, 520.50 up to 522.25. So nice moves there. Don't be greedy. Take what the market's giving you. But some really nice trades to finish out the day. All right, everyone. Hope that helps. As always, if you got any value out of that, please click that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Catch all the future videos. Drop a comment in there. Let me know what you learned. And until next time, happy trading.